And there we were, doing all this in Singapore, and we were stationed at Nee Soon. It was an army camp, a transit camp, and yet we were all ostensibly entertainers, though we were all in the forces. Peter was in the RAF, Stanley Baxter was Army, I was Army. We were all Army, but we were supposed to entertain. And the OC lined us up and said, now, because you're entertainers, I understand that, you want to act, that's fine, but I want you to go about behaving like soldiers. I will not have a lot of this effeminacy and mincing about. And you could hear in the back row, get the madam. You're quiet! Don't try that on with me. I was with Ivan Novello. You can't teach me anything. I know about the prayers. Heaven knows what he did with Ivan Novello. And there was all this anger about any kind of effeminacy, and our opening number in the review was, we all had to come on, you see, singing, we're boys of the service, we're at your service, entertaining you. One of those sort of openings, you see. And he watched this, and they're dreadful, boys of the service, dreadful, it's too effeminate, and all those sibilants, boys of the service, terrible. No, let's make it men. Men of the service. I'll go back off and come on again and sing men. So we all came back on, we're men of the service. He said, yes, that's more like it. He said, turn your all fellow men. And then he called us all for a parade and said he was bringing in a tough man from the Durham Light Infantry, so they're going to lick some discipline into you. Man from the Durham Light Infantry, Sergeant Major, is going to lick some discipline into you. So we were all frightened to death, and this man came and joined the company. He was the Sergeant Major. And as time went on, we found out there were one or two little fiddles being done with the Sergeant Major and the Chinese tailors in Singapore, and he was eventually caught by, of all things, it's so weird. He was caught by the conjurer in the show. Not much of his conjuring, actually. And then I found out afterwards that he was SIB, he was Special Investigation Branch, planted to find out what was going on about these astronomical bills. And the bills were very high, because Sergeant Major was doing a deal with the Chinese tailor saying, charge 500, we'll have split the rest between us. And so he was caught and on a charge for embezzlement. And the next thing was, he took poison, and the Sergeant Major was dead, and the OC lined us up and said, well, look here, Sergeant Major's killed himself, the man's more trouble dead than he was alive, we've got to bury him. All over 6 foot, stand forward for pallbearing. And Stanley Baxter went down. Went right down, yeah. Nobody wanted to be a pallbearer. And the old man came along, he said, you all do. He said, I know Church of Scotland. And the old man said, oh, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Yes, of course, I understand. And then went on down the line. Then he told me, he said, just a minute. You talk about gentlemen, you bury people, come on. So he got him and the pianist and one of the dancers, and they all had to parade and go with this coffin to the cemetery, the British military cemetery, and the monsoon was falling down. It was actually pouring down, and they had this flag on the coffin. And the vicar said, get it off, get the flag off. Ignominious death, because ignominious death, you give no battle honours. So it had to be got on, so, oh yes, I'm sorry, and all get this. And then this man was standing there with all this cassock flapping and this terrible monsoon, saying, man is born a woman in his life, is grieving full of misery, he comes out like the corn and is cut down like the corn, and there is no, and the OC is, oh, it's very fine. Very fine, very beautiful. And in the meantime, in the middle of this, you know, incarceration, the car, an enormous Packard arrived with a Chinese sheriff. I opened it, and I've got a lady. He held an umbrella over, and she was crying, visibly. And the old man was staggered. Who are you, you see? Suddenly this woman appeared, and she said, I was his wife. We didn't know he'd married this woman secretly in Singapore. And the old man said, oh, my dear, it's very upsetting for you. Oh, yes, well, come, I'll take you back after the funeral. I'll take you back to my quarters, and we'll have a little drink here. We'll say, look after you, a little brandy, pull it together. Yes, I need something. Just crying. And I wasn't present at the rest of it, but Baxter told me that she was ensconced in the HQ. He said, she was sitting there in a kimono the next day having the coffee, you know. And, you know, they said it was a mourning as brief as Clytemnestra's.